Okay, before we step into the room, we have to gain composure. Okay, ready. We're black. I think this game mode might be incredibly imbalanced. But I'm not positive. I actually don't really know. But I think that when Pseudo Abstract Meta asked me like 3 times on stream to teach me the theory to this game mode, I think he was like, basically, I have a guaranteed win. I don't know if that's still true, but I don't remember super well. I was just talking about how now I just regret so much ignoring pseudo or average humans requests to teach me the theory to bronze, but yeah, to be fair, I took him up on it a few times, but it didn't work out for technical reasons. But I need to not lose. Let's understand what this move is trying to do before our timer starts. That's why I didn't sign up for this tourney, when you can resign a rated game after 1 move. Come up with theory on the fly? Okay. We can come up... Lexi's right. Let's come up with some theory on the fly. Okay, so what's the danger here? This pawn is attacking both this square and also this square. How's it attacking this square? Well, if I put my king here, then on his next turn, like whatever move he does, I will have to move my king. I'll have to deal with this pawn because it will be checking my king on this board the move before. So like if I do this, then he makes a whatever move, and then this pawn will be checking this king when it's his turn. Actually, he can double check me. So I lose. Wow, I'm glad that I took a second to think about this, because otherwise I lose. This game mode's busted. What am I talking about? Okay, so if I put my king here, then I lose on the spot because he can check me with one of these other bronze, and then I'm checked by both of the bronze at the same time, and one of them is checking me in the past. No, because I can take the brawn that's checking me in the past. Or can I? Can I take the brawn that's checking me in the past in that situation? If I do this, whatever, that looks bad. I don't want to lose immediately. I think that this is probably the right play. Like that. And then what if he does something like that? Seems like a free brawn to me. And then what if he does this? That seems like trouble. Then we do this. Or if he does this, then we do this. And then if this is coming, he gets a free queen. Okay, this game mode can't be this degenerate. Like, I refuse to believe. What actually is happening? Maybe the answer is to keep this here and do this of my own, I guess. Yeah, hold on. If I move this here, then this here, I can take this here. And then that's okay because this doesn't... Oh, but is there a time travel? No. Okay, over 1 would have to also have forward in space or forward in timeline. Oh, so he can go back in time and this will be checking my king there? Back in time by a turn? Yeah, okay, I think he wins in that situation. I think this isn't great. I think that this isn't great. Because I think that I want this pawn to be able to... Right? Okay, if this... Well, no, because if this, then this happens. Okay, that's what's bad. This is really bad for me. This is fine if this happens because I can take. And then I'm sort of home free, actually. Okay, so what we really need to do is this, I think, to open so that we can en passant this pawn if it happens, and then if this happens on the spot, then we can do, oh no, because this loses on the spot if this happens after we do this. Wow. Okay, how do I not lose after just the beginning? What is this? What if we challenge this brawn immediately and then pushes and then we takes? Okay, it feels safe to be on a file where there are no bronze. If we do this, just attacking that brawn immediately. What if takes and then takes? That feels decent. What if pushes? Then we just takes and that's fine, right? And then check or check and then we can just take that too. Jesus Christ. What a game. This and then we just capture this every day of the week. So okay, he either moves it after we do this, he either moves this or he doesn't. If he doesn't, I think basically every other move, every other play, like if he pushes this or this. Oh, but what if he pushes just one and defends? That's really annoying. Oh, and then we do this. And then everything still stands. Oh, but what if he does this in response to that? Oh, that's fine because we still have this brawn here. Chat. Jesus Christ. Hey, Los. Hey, Average. Overspirit knows bronze, apparently. I'm here for you, Sumet, but taking 5 minutes after seeing White's first move without running down the clock should be illegal, lol. I'm not the one who makes the clocks, okay? Look at this fucking game mode. I just found like 8 different moves that lead to mate on the spot for my opponent, all right? In a regular game, sure. But come on. I mean, apparently this guy knows bronze too. I guess it's my fault for not letting Average teach me bronze. We're just gonna do the only move so far that I've found sensible, because actually I do feel really guilty about taking like 5 minutes after my opponent's first turn. But there we go. This is what our life is. Oh man. Okay. Have you tried Foresight when checking the modes for the tourney? Foresight in what sense? What, like study all of the game modes? I mean, we both know that's not going to happen. And I only got the game mode like 10 minutes ago, so I expect you to get mated in like 4. Dude, so do I. I mean, to be honest, like if there's a whole... Well, okay, if there's a whole tourney based on this, probably it's not degenerate enough that... Because I remember back in the day, Average Human was like, oh, I'm pretty sure I've got like a immediate mate or whatever. I meant the format in general. Probably would have played if not for the rated aspect. The games aren't rated. Or is that what you meant? You meant that you wanted them to be rated? Which doesn't seem like what you would want. Oh, they were when I got asked to play. I haven't reported any of my matches in the Elo bot, and I've won all of them, so. Well, actually went to tiebreak first week. Okay, maybe we did something right because our opponent hasn't immediately blitzed out a move. Okay, this is what I was expecting. So now maybe a little bit of this can happen. Just a little bit of this. And then maybe we shouldn't have shown our opponent that move. This seems reasonable because now if takes, we capture here. And we've got a brawn further up the board than our opponent does. What if pushes, then takes? Easy. He actually can't move his king in this situation. And we can also always just take this brawn if he doesn't take it. Yeah, we'll do this. There are only so many options as well. Oh, I see what's happened here. Our opponent is preparing if takes, then takes. If takes, yeah, if if takes, then takes, then this forward is mate. And that's something that I don't want. Now, this here is not mate if this happens. Then he's got this, but then we've got this, which seems bad for us, to be honest. We can give check here. We can take this here. Our king is stuck. I think we do the symmetric, but he's white. So if we just play exactly the same board, I mean, he's got the tempo. He's going to win. That's just how it works. Unless he's in Zugzwang, which would kind of be hilarious. Hoist by his own petard. You know what? We're going to do that. Because I don't really see what he wants to do here. He can't move his king. Otherwise, he loses the game. Well, okay, it's not a legal move right now. So he has to either move this, which loses him the game, to this, which is pretty cool. Or he captures, in which case we break this pawn chain in a way that we're finally set free. Actually, if captures here, it is a bit of a problem. No, we do this. No, but then this is mate. So actually, if capture's here, what do? We lose? Now, if capture's here, we capture here, but then he's got the tempo. Which sucks. He just queens before we do. How do you play this game? How do you play this game mode? Wait, this is mate right now, isn't it? For him? Yeah. This is mate for him right now. I don't know how I missed that when I was calculating, but I think he's got mate. Yeah. I kept my brawn here to defend against this, but I just realized that I'm no longer defending against this. So this is just checkmate. Yeah. So all we can do is maybe time travel? No, because I can walk into mate, right? I can walk into check if next turn I can take this brawn, and he can't. Like all this just okay, now I see what's going on here. I'm allowed to do this because I wasn't here before, and then he pushed it. Oh, Jesus Christ, this is too much for me. Oh, now I can't. Okay, so now it's check and I lose. This brawn is now checking me on this board. And I can't capture with this brawn because I'm on check on this board. You know, like I was saying, it tunnels you into having to defend. All right. It's got to be said, I did not enjoy that. I did not enjoy that. That felt completely, so far, no matter how bullshit the variants have been, it's been fun and interesting because I think there's been, less perceived like railroading. I'm sure that it's a healthy, varied metagame. But I think this is the first game all tournament where I've walked away from a match very unhappy with the variant. Let's see. As of right now, I think black can draw, says average. He thinks black can draw. Okay. So there's theory for this variant where maybe black can draw. That's good to know. This is like bronze 101 in my tournament. Extremely well-known position. Cool. You know what? If we lose this round of the exotic variants tournament because we rolled black, Halcrius, thank you so much for following. That's the best I can do. Hello there. White played a textbook win. Cool. All right, let's move on. Game 2 is actually a game mode that I think is competitively healthy. Probably more than standard and possibly. Okay, we rolled black. That's fine. You roll black twice. It happens. That's just how it goes. Okay. Clean slate. Tabula rasa. Here we go. We're playing some goddamn reverse royalty. Actually, I haven't played this game mode in a while either. I forget what I like to go for. I forget what I settled on. I used to play so much of this. Okay, E3 coming out for our opponent. If I remember correctly, I enjoy a Frappuccino setup. Might even play F5 here, just to grab space. To grab space to make it so that this pawn isn't just stuck here. Oh, that's why I remember not liking Frappuccinoing the bishop, because it gives this outpost to the knight. But that's probably fine. Now, the fact that our opponent has opened the diagonal to his royal queen probably isn't noteworthy, to be honest. Let's just get back into the mindset of this game mode. Let me remember how this goes. I like grabbing space with F5. Getting the king involved early is good. I just have to get back into this. Is there... Nah. Not really, right? Let's do one of these. We're gonna grab space. Wait, what? You can have black twice too? Yes. Yes, you can. I think I've had black twice. No, I had black twice the first round of the tourney. The second round we traded. This round I got it twice. But I think if you have black twice, then in the tiebreaker, you're guaranteed white. I don't know what the logic is, but probably best variant in the tourney, and it's because it's a standard one. I really like this variant. I really do. I really hope I don't get clowned, like I did last game. Okay, that's interesting. Maybe, what do we do here? Maybe we do a little bit of this. Activate our pieces. I spent a little bit of time in the beginning kind of like getting into the mindset of this game mode, but I think probably it's not an amazing play. So I think what I need to do, all right, it's time to Frappuccino a bishop. If ever there is a time, that time is now. This is gonna happen for sure. Oh, that's interesting. Okay, sure. Now there's a weird situation, which I will go over in a moment. I think that we want to do this and bring our king up, our common king. Could also have brought our common king over. I like bringing it up. I like bringing it up. We've grabbed decent space here. Now, this is a bit of a weird situation because... Okay. This is where I wonder whether or not we do this. I'd say, like, maybe it's too weakening, but on the other hand... like, leaving him this outpost just feels super bad. What's he gonna attack this with anyway? Maybe over here, and then Common King up. Yeah, I feel fine about this. I'd rather restrict his space. I'd rather restrict the space. Is the idea maybe something like this? Unclear to me what this achieves. Now. Okay, so one thing that I want to do is kick this knight. I want to kick that knight. I want to kick that knight because if takes... Okay, let's do one of these. Just get our king over here defending these pieces. Still not positive what I'm doing with my light square bishop, but he'll find a home. That's all right. I want to kick this knight. Okay, now this happens. If I put my knight here, it's just going to be there till the end of time, basically. I want to kick this knight so that I can bring this knight in here and wreak some havoc. You know, like here, and then hit this rook, maybe something like that. I don't know. I think we want to push up the middle. Oh, this looks so nice. Actually, well, okay, what I don't want to do is... This feels good. It also covers e5 here, and it hits the knight the way that I wanted to, and it just seems like potentially really annoying to deal with. Yeah, I like that. Of course, in this game mode, you have to be really careful, you know, the extent to which you're opening your queen up. Here, I feel like it's going to be really difficult for him to sort of substantially take advantage of the situation, so I'm not super worried about that. A knight move here, maybe. What are we doing with this bishop? I guess we're frappuccinoing it, yeah. I could get down with that. It's going to be difficult for him to push any pawns up here without anything too crazy happening. Like with the structure. You know, I think that d4 is... I mean, it's less super nerve-wracking than e4 is in standard, I think. But I think probably fianchettoing this bishop is the next move. Fianchetto this bishop, bring this knight over here. And I think I like what we're doing. It's crazy how much more positional this game mode is than standard. I mean, it really is. It's like night and day. Like you just you really play it slow. You develop, you know, instead of just constantly looking for time travels and blocking time travels, you're just so much less worried about it. And a lot of the time traveling in this game mode just makes your piece, especially if it's your queen, just so vulnerable that a lot of the time, like the first person, like time travels are almost always super decisive in this game mode. You know, one way or the other. No queens, half reflected are good too. That's probably an and. Yeah, I could see it. No queens would be cool. Would be a cool variant if played on an 8x8 board. Now this is interesting. Does this does this really feel good for our opponent? Let's see. Well, excuse me. Sorry about that, chat. If we take here, then we win a pawn, yeah? Question is, which piece is better to take with? Are we falling for something here? I don't know. I really like the bishops in this game mode. Maybe we keep the bishop. Could also not capture. Could do something like this. And then his knight is maybe a little awkward. He probably wants to take here, which is certainly a move. How do we break this open? Which one of these pieces is going to serve me better over the course of this game? It's so hard to tell. I get what's happening here, but I'm also all right. My instinct was to preserve the bishop pair, so I think that's just what we're gonna do. Okay, so this has happened. What is the downside to grabbing this pawn? Maybe something like knight over here. No, that's crazy. He can't move this knight. Sorry, that's excessively silly. And we've got this piece looking here. Well, probably he's gonna capture here. Okay, let's just do this. we need to be a little bit more economical with our time than we have been so far. Our opponent is ahead. Opponent is just a little bit ahead. Now we have some ideas potentially of, I think he's probably capturing here, right? Still want a pawn. I don't know. Maybe our opponent expects us to be a little bit more nervous about our structure. This is nice because I can just run I can just run my Common King up the board. This knight is pinned as AF. If this happens, probably we're both gonna start racing this guy up the board. Oh, he doesn't like that. Okay, fair play to him. We do also really want to Frappuccino this bishop. I think having control over these long diagonals is pretty clutch given this pawn structure. Kind of like where we're at. You know what could even actually a great idea is, okay, if takes, I probably immediately rattle off b5. I mean, if takes is like disastrous. Yeah, we do this. Okay, and then this knight suddenly is here. I think now we rattle off this move. What if pushes here happens, then whatever. I guess pawn up like that. Maybe I don't even have to worry about it. I don't know. This I like. Kicking this knight, which is obviously pinned to this bishop, is a beige deal, as they say in the business. Now what's it going to be? Do I need to be careful? I don't see what about. Okay, the problem is he just... What? Oh, maybe he wants to... I just want a piece for a pawn. No? Am I nuts? Did that just happen? How do I get punished by this? Oh my god. And then this rook takes this file. This bishop sees this diagonal. We've got this juicy check here. Prevents this from happening. Maybe he just wanted this to be defending this, but then we just got... That's cool with me, man. Hey, if that's how you want to play it, I'm with you. You know, let's go. I'm here for the ride. Cool. Is that something that we have to be worried about? It's defended by 2 pieces, so I really don't think so. We'll do one of these. Just recapture here. That's not a huge problem. We've got this check. Seems kind of devastating. Because he can't move the queen, so he has to block. And then we check again, and then he has to capture. And then we've got this mate in, you know, just a couple moves. Wow. Interesting. Interesting. I don't know. I really like our position here. It's got to be said. I think that this is pretty killer. Can't really do this to prevent that. Can't even move this guy over. I mean, if this guy moves over, it's still pinned, just the same way that that knight was pinned forever ago. What does he do here? Moving any of these pawns seems pretty detrimental and also pretty useless. He could maybe do this. Maybe. I'd probably just trade down, to be honest. Oh no, he can't do this because, well, he probably can. Actually, he can't do this for an awesome reason. Well, okay, so if he does do this, then... All right, chat, check this out. If he does this, then I immediately play... I think A5. No, it doesn't quite. It takes too long. Never mind. It's not quite there. I've got some ideas, but we'll see. What would you put instead of a queen? Nothing, just straight. Whoa. Okay, our opponent did not feel very good about that situation. Now, I don't quite get this because the same thing happens. What? Am I crazy? Now we've got this as well, which is an immediate mate, but will lead to mate soon thereafter. All I have to do is move this rook, push this pawn, and then queen here is mate, which is awesome. I don't think there's too much to think about here. I think we just take this every day of the week, right? And now we have timeline priority. Wait, why did I take with the bishop? Okay, that was a little silly. 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 I totally spaced out there. 100% meant to take this with this pawn. No idea why I didn't do that. I was about to do that, and then I looked away, and then I looked back, and for some reason I moved the bishop. I think I was probably thinking of moving this bishop here, but it happens. Honestly, I don't think it's going to matter too much. I would have really liked to have that bishop. Like, this really messes him up there because this loses and this. I feel really bad about that. Yeah, this has happened. But actually, we win the game here in a second. So now this sort of threatens mate. So he has to cover this up immediately. So actually, I'm very happy doing this here. let's think. I'm very happy to do this here. And then when he does this, I mean, okay, technically I have to like, you know, block here or something like that. We're probably not going to think about this too much. Just do one of these. And then threaten mate here like this. Where is mate happening? So it's open here. So I would have to move, or sorry, here. And then it's open here and then here. So if I move here this turn, then this is mate next turn. So let's do one of these. And then if takes, I mean, I just recapture and this is still mate because this has still been open forever. And you can't defend from this board because I can deliver a check here. Maybe. Yeah, we're fine. I'd say we're fine. Chad moves. Yeah, Chad moves is what happened. That certainly works. Doesn't work super well. Because we can just kick it. Which also blocks the... Which also blocks this diagonal here, right? Oh, and this is the... Okay, we also have this now. Oh, we can threaten mate. Oh, no, we can't. It doesn't quite work. Let's think. What was I going to do here? Oh, yeah. I was going to get ready to deliver this. Maybe we'll do one of these. Maybe we'll do one of... Oh, no. I actually don't want to do that. I want to do some of this. Oh, no. I really want to do some of this. Okay, so what we'll do is... Maybe we actually want to do this. Does it really matter? Because now this is blocked, you know, like momentarily. You know what we'll do is, well, because this here, and then takes, and then this is still mate. And if doesn't move, then loses for other reasons. Yeah, that seems solid. Now here, I think that we actually want to prepare this mate idea. Maybe we deliver this check immediately. Actually, it's probably valuable to have a check to deliver. So we're just going to do this. Our opponent's probably very confused. I mean, he either moves this or he doesn't, in which case we win a piece. What are his mating opportunities? He doesn't have a timeline. I haven't even thought about like using my timeline, like how I'd spend it, I guess. I'm not worried about these rooks at all, mostly because of this common king. He's kind of just holding down the fort. If I really wanted to, maybe I could move this rook, but I mean, this rook defends this rook as well. I've got my rooks over here. There's a lot I could do. Could move this rook over and like this common king away, you know, and chip away at this over here. Checking here is probably good, but I'd rather get the stylish the stylish mate, I think. Actually, maybe it's good to... I don't know. Could also get this bishop. Well, it's like our cup runneth over. I don't know. I would have to do something forcing up here. Like, if we just did this immediately, then he could do this, which also releases this rook from, you know, opens the eyes of this rook. I think I'd so much rather use this bishop for this check. But it's going to be like a full 7 turns before we mate like that. There must be something better. Probably playing for this is better. Okay. That's a move. Probably it was better for us to just threaten this piece with both of our pieces, with both of our bishops. Then if takes, you know, I mean, trading down is fine because he opens this back up. And we've still got this mate. That was a misplay. Okay. So I think that we did a little bit of like over-engineering here. I think instead of playing this crazy move, which seems ridiculous because it is, I think that I let my sort of Chad I think I sort of let my Chad instincts sort of get the better of me. And went for this crazy business instead of just going bishop here, threatening this with both those pieces. I think that taking this guy, actually pushing this pawn is probably better, to be honest. I think that pushing this pawn is probably better. Question is, do we take here? It's a good question. I don't really know what the idea is here, besides opening up his queen even further. We could maybe do, well... it's not super strong. Taking this, and then taking this, then we give this up. I don't know. We do have this check. This check is probably the better idea, if I'm honest, and I am. Maybe check here, and then take here. Right? Yeah. Maybe. Take here. You could also do... Yeah, I think we'd probably take here. We also have, like, push this pawn. Actually, as soon as we push this pawn, we'll, like, push this pawn next turn, I guess. Again, there's just too much to do. There's just too much stuff to do. I think taking here is probably his move, like this. But then we have the same check here. Pushing this pawn will propagate the, like, line of sight from his queen to our queen. I have to admit, I might have made this a bit messier than I had to. But I mean, you know, that's just how it happened. Whoa, okay, that's crazy. That's crazy, right? What's the most straightforward way to... Oh, I think we have... No, we don't, which kind of sucks. Yeah, it doesn't quite work. Actually, no, that doesn't work either. Yeah, and I don't want to give him timeline priority anyway, so. This, we could do something like, that doesn't really check him though. We could check him, this checks him up there. And if we also check him here, then that's good for business because it means we win. Question is there a straightforward way to check him on this board? I don't think so, right? Oh, if we do this, and then I think we're complicating this. But if we do this, then it pins this guy, and he can't move to capture this. And the only other thing that can move to capture this is one of these guys. But then how do we take advantage of that? Maybe we can't win this turn, which kind of sucks. I'm looking at nifty quadragonals. I don't think we have any yet. I have to double timeline, and that gives him the opportunity to timeline. I don't like that. No reason to make this any more complicated than it has to be. How do we put our pieces in a position where they can check him next turn? Maybe just like this. And then like this. Because next turn, this. No, wait, that's not even mate because he can move this. Oh, we'd have to check both of them like this. Yeah, this would still be, yeah, this. Oh no, because then taking here would actually get him out of the check. If we do that, because we need to be checking him in the past here. Oh no, that works because it checks this in the past. No, but taking this, okay. This won't check him in the past. So really we need to do this, but then that doesn't check him in the past either. Okay. Calm down, Cement. Calm down. Don't flag. Just take a breather. This patient waiting move is probably the easiest path to mate. Maybe it is this. Because if this happens... no. Why am I finding this so difficult all of a sudden? I should probably just play patiently. I like this because I can always buy time with a move like this. So maybe... Actually... No, because this has been blocked for like ages. I think that this is the move. And then we can probably just kick this guy with something like this. All of that thought just to do this. You know, whatever. That's what happened. We also have this here, threatens mate here, next turn, which is nice. This bishop here, because this will be mate that turn, I believe. Let's make sure that that's true. So next turn is going to be here. Like on this board, this will be the place. No. Next board. Okay. Queen here. So it's going to be queen here, and then here on this board, and then here on this board, and then here on the next board. So then our next turn, it will be here. So it'll be the turn after that, I believe. Okay. Sir. I'm just increasingly baffled that this isn't losing. that this isn't losing for him, basically. That's what baffles me. Let's see. I guess we probably just take this here. Or we could do this. Let's think. Well, if we take this here... Well, this is actually kind of annoying for us. So... or could we could take this... I'm aware of my time. If we take this here... We can deliver a check here. And we can also defend it down there. But then how do we get mate from there? How's this game still going? Okay, so we opened this up here. Jesus Christ. This, and then this, I guess. And then he takes here, which is fine. Can't do that. Okay, so let's see. Where was the... So this was opened on this turn. So... Okay, that's cool that that happened. Now we can do... Oh no, we can't because this is a light square bishop. Okay, well, this check is happening, like, for sure. Like, every single day of the week. And then we somehow can't actually check here. So I think maybe, well, maybe we would just want to move this bishop somewhere where it will win the game. Like this? Question mark? Seems legit. When do we need to push this pawn? That's all I need to figure out. Okay, so it's here, here, and then here, and then here. No. Oh yeah, okay, so here it's uncovered here. So on this board, it's here. So on my next board, it will be here, which means my next turn, I have to, that's brave. I think we win just by pushing like this. There we go. The fact that that took us just so that I probably earned an achievement there for making that game like as hard as it could possibly be to win. Like I think I took for fucking ever, and there were so many. I just got distracted by all of the different ideas instead of just committing to one. Whatever, we won. Jesus Christ. Okay. Ah man, that was certainly a game. I wanted to take your bishop with the king, but he forgot the bishop was hanging after. One of the things I love the most when watching Smed is he's either completely terrified or pure confidence and trash talk. That's not true. I think that this game was a good combination of being terrified and just completely confident. No? I mean, as a quantum physicist, I think not being able to maintain that superposition wouldn't be that'd be off-brand, you know. Bishop takes accidental genius baiting pawn takes opening the file. It happened. Classic a5 to threaten h1 9 turns into the future. Fuck it. Smed about to flag in the most winning position ever. We didn't. We got there. Okay, chat? It happened. He'll win, but it'll be way too close for comfort. I thrive under 1 minute. You know, this 0 here gives me strength. Mood first, sink later. We got there. Oh, well, what I have done is just spent so much of my own energy for the tiebreaker coming up here. But what's nice is that we get white, guaranteed, because we were black 2 games in a row. Let's say GG to our opponent. Lol, thanks. GG. Our opponent's nice. What we love about our opponent is that he's nice. I just feel so... There are just so few people in the community who I feel bad losing to because they're just so nice. That's what makes this a good time, you know? And we're white. Okay. Last time I played this game mode, which was round 1, I came up with a cute little idea. The idea was if I could get this pawn off of this square, then this queen going to this square would be mate. So we're going to try and make that happen. We're going to try and make that happen. And the way that I believe we did it last time, well, you kind of have to do this. The only problem with that is that he can push one of these pawns. Then takes and takes, which is not ideal. But I think it'll be fine. I think that pushing this pawn is good. And I think that pushing, say, this pawn is good. Actually, should it be the pawn on the same side or the opposite side? Not really sure. Pushing this pawn is paramount to try and kick this pawn. I only vaguely remember what actually went down. Also, if this pawn ever moves, then we have a time travel mate on the same square. I think that's how I won my match in round 1. Do we push one of these or one of these? Probably one of these, right? Well, if this, then this. But what's cool is, okay, so do we want to have these pieces available to defend this side or these pieces available to attack on this board? Probably that second one, right? So I think that we want to do this. The thing that we have to be careful about is basically defending this pawn and defending this knight, and then we're fine. Yeah, I think this is okay. I think this is okay. I think this is fine. Dom's here. Dom said show. Just take pawn in front of his queen. Okay, well. Alternatively, he could just take our queen. Which, you know, it happens. What'd be really funny is if this was just straight up winning for him. Which I suppose is possible. The nice thing is that a bishop here also makes our idea work. Also, I think that this is a queen immediately, right? Which is kind of cool. I think maybe what he wants to do is push this pawn so that he can check me afterward, but it doesn't work because this pawn is here. Yeah, we have to put something on this square so that he can't attack us from up there if we recapture like this. But that's cool too. We can handle that. Question is how we take advantage of the fact that this queen has vacated this spot. This is actually bad for him, I'm pretty sure. Because, okay, so we take here, and then we take here. And now, I mean, he's traded a knight for a pawn. He doesn't have any way to get a bishop onto... I don't really know what the idea was there. I'll have to think about that. Actually, do we want to check him back for tempo? Probably not. I think that we just want the free piece. And this is now... This diagonal is like totally shut because the square's closed. It's not good for him, I don't think. Yeah, I'm pretty sure that's bad for business. But I don't know. We'll find out. We'll find out. I think that we probably want to... I think that we want to keep this pawn here. I don't know if we want to push like this. We probably do, right? And then takes, and then takes. And then we double push here, but then he's got en passant. So I don't know. The thing is that this forces him to sort of answer, basically. And if he takes, then we... what I want to do is take advantage of the fact that this knight isn't here. Can't really do that super easily. I think that pushing here seems fine. Taking here. Well, the question is if there's a way that we can... We can't really take here and... Oh, we could maybe... doesn't really make sense. Eliminating the central pawn is probably annoying for him. Oh, I think that we want to do this. Oh, okay. I think I have it figured out, but I'm not positive. I think that I figured it out, but I'm not positive. Not positive. This game mode's complicated, man. It's hard. I think that we want to do this. Okay. I think here we take en peasant. I think that's the likely play. Yeah, I'm feeling en peasant. Actually, that's decent for us because now that this knight and this pawn can no longer defend a3 on 0L, this knight here becomes a bit of an issue. Possibly. So captures here like this. Now, we want to be careful. There's a chance that the right move is actually to... this is check. He checked himself. But not before wrecking himself. So I can deliver check here and here, but not here, unfortunately. Man, that really sucks. Because then he can just capture... Oh, no, he can't. Yeah, he can. He can just capture with this knight. This, I didn't even realize that this is how this works. That's really funny, actually. Yeah, so this checks him. I think that's gotta be key to the game plan here. I don't even really care about this queen. Probably should, because queen here probably loses me the game. But this check I think is important. Or do I just take that queen now and prepare? Alternatively, we could do one of these. No, I might want to grab this queen. Any of these queens is capturable by... Let's think. Okay. This check was gifted to us. Let's not squander this gift. This kicks this knight. Taking like this is good because it opens the eyes of this rook to this queen. But again, this... Well, actually, that's blocked, so it doesn't work. But this becomes mate for him, but we check here, right? And what we want is to be able to check his king up here from here. And the only way we can really do that is by doing this. Then what we don't want is for him to move this knight. That's like a big no-no. Taking here is kind of annoying because there's no good way for us to capture it. Yeah, taking here would be annoying for us. Maybe we even check him like this. It's possible, right? It's possible that this is the play. I really want to do something that enables me to check him on this board. I think that checking here is a good first step. I think he's probably not aware. What I want him to not do is move this knight. Because otherwise this is undefended. So what do I even do down here? Man, this pawn really needs to go. If this well, if this and this. Yeah, I think this is probably the best that we can hope for. Maybe we can take advantage of the fact that this forces him to do this instead of like hoping for the, well, maybe we do this because it spooks him. We do want to spook him. Hope we don't blunder mate, eh? Taking here is also a good option because it enables the time travel mate that we've of our dreams, basically. Here we don't get the mate of our dreams. If he takes here, that would make me the happiest man alive. Actually, opening this up is also really good for us. Allowing him to lower check is probably bad for us. So threatening to make a queen. Oh, we could make a queen just like he did. I didn't think of that. It's funny that I didn't think of that. But he can just capture it immediately with this. Oh, he's in check. I guess that's what we do then. Cool. This is real complicated. This game mode is really complicated. Boxing a queen. Okay, so what's going on? Spoiler. Okay, I'm gonna skip the spoilers. Oh, there's a lot of chat. Can't believe Smet's about to blunder his king. I'm always a believer. Thanks, guys. Much appreciated. Wow. That's interesting. We probably... This doesn't actually attack our king unless we move it. This defends our king in a way that I'm pretty into. Seems legit. Also threatens mate, possibly. This delivers a check that I'm very fond of. Probably we take his queen here. Oh, but I don't want to... Oh, I didn't want to do it with that particular knight, though. Oh, butts. Okay. Getting rid of this pawn is really good. No, I think that we just want to take this here, right? Well, could always deliver a check as well. Getting rid of this pawn is really clutch for aforementioned reasons. I mean, next turn we get this queen anyway. Let me be careful. Where is this knight going? Knight can go here, but then we recapture it. Queen can probably go some places that enable him to win. I don't like that. This is probably best. Although I do enjoy the idea of... Man, this is a real bummer, this check here. Yeah, let's just do this. And hope we don't blunder like substantially. So I think we maybe have a win on the horizon. I really have to calculate this like super hard. This is still check, by the way. Anytime we like. So anytime we can check him on this board and this board, which is like almost true. We can't quite check him on this board, which has a piece that can defend, you know, has a piece that can defend against this, obviously. We really don't want him to move this. Whoa. What? Giving me timeline priority seems ill-advised. No. Gotta think outside the box. Oh, he's got a clever way that he can win. Oh, it doesn't quite work. It almost works. I think it almost works. Oh no, because he needs the mating. Never mind, it doesn't quite work. It's clever though. Man, I think that checks my king. I mean, I'm sure it checks my king. What's nice is that he can't check my king up here on either of these two squares because of this knight. Yeah. It's just gonna be checks for the rest of my life, I think. We'll just never get to mate him. What we really have to be careful about is this board. Because when you can check on this board from up here and not really any way we can take advantage of that. God, my brain. Oh, wait, this is also check now. That's cool. That's what I was just thinking he could do. Because this knight eventually, some of these knights maybe eventually check me or something crazy like that. But again, I think giving me timeline priority here is like pretty nuts. Yeah, it like almost works, right? Because now I'm vulnerable like here, I guess. Well, not actually, because, you know, this is a thing. Yeah, this is an idea that he certainly has. Oh, is he going to do maybe this plus whatever check it was, like this? Okay. So the question is what I do. This is going to check me eventually. That much is for sure. Okay, what are his ideas? How does he get to this king from this timeline, and how does he get to it from this timeline? From this timeline, he has to be 1 away from this square. So he has to put a knight here, here, or here. Or I guess here. Which, at least right now, seems a little difficult to do. Alternatively, he could get a bishop 2 squares away. And he doesn't have a queen, so that's good news for me. And we do have a queen, which is also good news for me. Do we take this, or do we like move something somewhere else is the question. Probably take this, right? So from here he can do basically nothing. From here maybe there's a little bit more, it's a little bit more saucy. Here is blocked by this, here is blocked by this. He can go here, maybe like if he pushes up or something, but then I can do this and defend it twice. Not to mention, I mean, I've got ideas of my own here now. Which side does it make more sense to take with? That's, I think, maybe a decision that I shouldn't get too hung up on. Well, to be fair, if I do that side, yeah, like I want to be able to defend. I don't really know. Let's just do this. Let's just see what he's got. Let's see what he's got in store for us. This is pretty, it's pretty bonkers. That's an inactive timeline. I see the idea though. This gives him a queen that sees this king, I guess. Although we can see it with this rook, so maybe not the best thought out plan. What were ideas again? This is check and this is check. So as long as we can deliver... Oh, the fact that this is open now is really good for me, I think. Man, I really need to be able to check him from this board. Taking this like this is, I think, a pretty big deal. Wish I could check him from this board. Oh, maybe this enables me to check him from this board or something. Oh man, it's still my turn only up here. Okay, so things I could do. Can any of these move anywhere useful? Remains to be seen. Is that useful? No, not right now. Where's this going? Any of those places? It's like quadruple defended there. How do I attack him from up here? Maybe with one of these. Now he's in check up there. He can take with any of these. Probably that's our best move, right? So that's the one that's not defended by, for example, this bishop. He's got to take that with one of these. I mean, or with the king itself, I suppose. Doesn't quite get him there. Oh, it's my turn here. Oh, I probably win, right? Yeah, like this. Oh, but I have to be able to check him from here. Okay, so I gotta do the math here. So that's no longer an option. So I can't check him from down here, unfortunately. Or from here, which is kind of surprising. So what I want to be able to do is... Okay. Oh, this checks him? Maybe in all of the ways? Is this mate? Oops. Okay, so if we do that, he could actually recapture that. But we can maybe prevent him from recapturing that. With this? No, because this bishop is in the way. Of course it is. Okay. So what we need to be able to do is I think that we want to take this here. Oh, actually, hilariously, this is a check on the top board. Which is kind of nifty. I think we probably do that. We check him like this and we check him like this. And then we, I don't know, probably do something weird like... like... Here... okay, so we don't want him to capture with this, so we have to do something, or we want to be able to punish that basically. So this seems like a good way of doing that. And then here, of course, this is a textbook. I mean, anyone who knows anything about this game knows that in this position you always play this. Whew, okay. Jesus. That's certainly a play, but I don't think he realizes that he's in check on the bottom board. I realize that I haven't read chat in the last like 60 minutes, but I mean, I really got to focus. I used up a lot of time there. But I think that we are on the eve of something great. Is he really just exiling this king? Is that real life? Seriously? Is that legal? I mean, that's shocking to me. But you know what? Makes sense. I'm honestly not that surprised. We'll find a way, chat. We'll find a way. He still has to move all of this, and we have we have double timeline priority. Yeah, so actually, I think that we have good moves here. Or that's not at all what he wants to do. You have to take this bishop or move this king guy. Okay, doing this is annoying because it means that we have to oh my god. Sir, okay. So wait, is there a way that we can win this? Probably, right? Okay, all we have to do is make that timeline active. Well, before we do that, we can just do a little bit of this. That timeline's not active yet, so we don't actually even get to do that. Okay. So here we do this. Here we do something crazy like, I guess, this. Oh, we still need to time travel, which is shocking. Yeah, fuck it. Let's time travel to there. And then also, let's time travel to maybe... it's annoying that we don't have a time travel. Oh, we do. But only to places where we have a lot of pieces that we don't want to lose, which kind of sucks. Time travel to maybe there. I also have to be careful that I'm not recreating a timeline where I can like lose. You know what I mean? You guys know what I mean. Wait, is there a way that I can get up there? Definitely not, right? I don't want to duplicate all my kings. That feels pretty bad. But it also feels like I probably have mate. So I'm not super worried about it, I don't think. Oh, can I go down there? No. Okay. Duplicating a queen feels pretty good. And a bishop like that. Why not? Okay. We won the game. That was a clusterfuck. The last hour was like a blur to me. Like, I remember nothing about anything about what just transpired in any of these games. I haven't talked to... I don't even know what chat is. I don't remember any of you. I don't know, man. Holy shit. Let's recover in chat. Wait, no, my opponent, let's respond to him. He said GG's. GG's. That last game was ridiculous. Ridiculous. Haha. Let's read some chat while I recover. I'm still reeling. But geez, okay. Just take the pawn in front of his queen with your queen. Hi, C252 showed up like God knows when. Forever ago. I think he just wanted to remove the queens. Counting material in this mode, XD. Alexi, can you believe Smet's about to blunder his king? Always, I'm always a believer. We already read that. I feel like just being a believer doubles your elo. Does your belief make you a stronger player? That was the question. Even if you play the same moves, it can help me gain 2 elo? Question mark, asks Dom. I know that knights can be weirdly strong in this variant. Lexi says the true optimist here is CTP coming up with this variant and thinking these rooks will ever matter. They almost mattered. Almost. Spoiler is taking pawn d4 on 0L good in this situation. So I think this is 0L, pawn d4. Taking pawn d4? Maybe. I don't know what the context was, but it could be. The rooks can be good for getting rid of queens. Nah, black is going to queen on that board otherwise. Both calculating here, TBH, is just chaos. I don't bother calculating here. Yeah. Happy to watch Semet struggle though. Listen, it got us here. All right. I don't know if it was necessary, but it worked out. It was tractable. We had so many ideas there, you know? We had this double check and then he moved, but he created timelines that gave us timeline advantage. And I mean, that just sort of won the game for us. I think it was good. I think that calculating actually mattered. I think that I had plans, and that, you know, I was able to coherently string those plans, whether they worked out or not, into, you know, a series of moves that won me the game. Okay. I only calculate half a move ahead, and that's for all variants. Better calculate ahead 1 move cleanly than 7 moves where every second one is a blunder. True. You can't really calculate these positions unless you understand the strategic and tactical ideas behind the variant. I think we had some ideas. I don't claim by any stretch of the imagination to be like, you know, proficient in this game mode. This is my second time ever seeing this board. But I think that we have a good understanding of like the relative positions and relationships of the only thing that really like genuinely threw me off was the fact that, and it makes perfect sense, so I don't know why, but the fact that, yeah, if you open up in front of a pawn, they can just immediately queen. But we caught on to that pretty quick. We made a queen of our own. It was okay. It was okay. I think white's probably got an advantage in this position, but I'm really unsure in this game mode. I don't know. I had great ideas, but I mean, the queen trade immediately kind of thwarted them. But there's also this situation where you can't immediately take advantage of it. I don't know. It felt like we were maybe on the back foot for a second, but then we like hyper stabilized. I don't know. There's a lot going on in this. It's like you're fighting 6 battlefields at a time, and there are only 3 timelines, because 3 of them are in the past. Knights go burr. Bold of you to assume I calculate as well. There's no strategy in these variants, just long tactics. I agree. I mean, yeah, some people argue that about just chess in general, but you should be able to take queens en passant. Can you know? I thought, I don't know if I said that out loud, but I definitely thought that. Where it's like, wait, that's illegal. Why can't I take this en passant? Yeah, no, I actually agree. I think that, I really think that you should be able to take queens en passant. Yeah, that's kind of what strategy is in a way, not in chess. Spoiler, rook takes queen is better than knight, I think. That way you can retake with knight. Strategy, well, you can just retake with king or with the rook anyway. Where did I take the... yeah, oh, I was in check, so I wasn't allowed to do that. For this move, instead of the knight take, yeah, rook can't take because this pawn is checking me. Strategy or long-term ideas that may eventually enable tactics / disable your opponents. Tactics are move sequences that can be calculated exactly. I agree, strategy and tactics are pretty different for people. Computers don't see any difference. That's true. No, it's definitely like a human thing. A lot of people argue that, well, okay, so there certainly is strategy in chess, but compared to like at least move sequences are tractable to like large degrees, even if not for humans, then they are for computers. On the other hand, a game like Go is like so intractable that you can't really like begin to think about it that way. You like really have to hyper abstractify it, and computers also have to like hyper abstractify it. I'm sure that 5D chess is actually probably, well, I don't know, there are too many tic-tacs for that to be true for 5D chess as well. But I mean, people argue that this is really a meaningless semantic argument. I mean, we both understand, everyone here understands what goes into chess, whether you call it strategy or tactics or whatever. I mean, you can call it what you like. A really funny check in this variant is putting something on c5 plus 1L and then time traveling on minus 1L. Putting something on c5 on plus 1L, so presumably here, and then time traveling to minus 1. Yeah. I think I explained this during my round 1 game where I played this variant. But in a game mode like this, I still remember this game I played with Lexi. We played a game mode where I think it's like you have a king and some pieces, and then up here it's just pawns, and then they have a king and some pieces, and down here they have a row of pawns. And if you move the middle, like on whatever the board further away from you is, if you move the pawn here, so for example, if he had this knight here, and he moves this knight ever, then if I can like capture this pawn with like a rook or a queen, I win. And there are really easy time travel mates that basically allow you to do that. Like if you kick this pawn somehow and this knight leaves, then time traveling with like almost any piece to a place where you're on like this c5, I guess, on like a new timeline, then you win. Actually, what's easier to do, the way that Lexi won that one game is he basically had a rook that he like super Jurassic rooked to a place like maybe just before, yeah, like just as I moved my pawn here. And I only had pawns on that board, so I couldn't do anything, and I couldn't time travel because he had Jurassic rook to a board where I just had pawns basically. And he just like over 1 or 2 turns moved his rook to this spot, and I couldn't do anything about it, and then it like made it up here. So there are ideas like that. There are a lot of really interesting ideas like that, which makes these game modes kind of cool. I mean, this was a clusterfuck, but I enjoyed this. I mean, it was stressful, but I enjoyed it so much more than, for example, the bronze variant. Just saying. Spoiler, bishop a5 is check. Yeah, I mean, I don't know if you pointed that out. Probably you pointed that out before I did, but I definitely noticed. As a matter of fact, it was also check. This bishop move was also check, like because this knight moved, which is fun. Leet on the clock as well. MLG, hell yeah, dude. Screen it if he gets to 420. Yeah, we passed 420. That's for goddamn sure. If you get a check on 0L, I think it'd be mate. Yeah, I agree. Who wants to go back and clip the Leet 420? Already did? Oh my god, okay. We gotta check the memes channel on the Discord. Lexi doesn't miss a beat. I have no idea what's happening, says Surahal, but it sure does look cool. I'm glad you think so. It does definitely look cool. Ahal, are you familiar with the basics of 5D chess? No. Well, it's a lot of fun. It's a barrel of laughs. Yeah. I have no chance of explaining all this. Yeah, it's gonna be rough. In chat, and especially after a tournament game. Not even familiar with the basics of normal chess. Okay, that's gonna be a necessary prerequisite, I think. But well worth it, if just to play 5D chess. Just because it's so ridiculous. All you need to do is nobody knows what's happening unless they have a doctorate in quantum sciences. Getting a doctorate in quantum sciences, not quite there. 5D is way easier than 2D chess. Wait, there's a streamer. I was only watching the clock. Okay, very good. Yep, I'll take that one. 'Twas a good clock. Yeah, I've been playing this variant a lot. It's pretty easy for white to make a queen immediately, but luckily it isn't too hard to stalemate this variant. Great. Fantastic. I don't even know how that works. Like where you get to a board where you can't play on that board, I guess would be a stalemate. Is that a draw in this game? I guess it is. Strategy. I want to put my piece on this square because it will be good at some unknown point in the future. Pretty much. Fucking nailed it. Miscellaneous timeline invasion. You just haven't seen a good bronze game. I mean, I've already had this discussion with you and everyone else who's super into bronze in my head. Like as I was playing that game, I was just hearing, Average's voice like, well, I mean, this is really textbook stuff. Like if you knew any bronze theory, like I've tried to teach you 20 times already, which is true. You could easily dismantle this. Although it doesn't bode well, I think that, he's like, I think it's possible for black to draw. Just like, okay. There's a learning curve, but some of the positions are super deep. All right, I believe you. Listen, we didn't have to be good at bronze to move forward. So I'm happy with how it turned out. It's easy to stalemate because you can go to a board where one side only has pawns and either win or lose all the pawns. Okay. Probably easy for one side to take advantage of that. No. Man. This was really something. It's a fun study like endgames, but I wouldn't put any time in studying it since it's solvable. Well, hasn't been solved yet. And plenty of nerds apparently have been hard at work. So there's a whole tournament about it, so it must not have been solved. Unless Average is just, messing with everyone. Which I submit is possible. Okay, memes channel. We gotta scroll all the way down. Lots of Tennyson Gambit reposts. Okay, that's pretty good. All right, let's pull this up. Good to, it's like there we go. Was I on screen cap mode this entire time? I didn't even realize. I thought I was in game mode, like this. But no, I was like this. Well, that's cool too. I think the chat box is still there. Yes. Okay. Thank God. That's good for the YouTube thumbnail. Elite 420. MLG. It's fucking 360 no scoped that king on turn 8. Did you see that shit? It wasn't even, that was a 6-turn game. This game was 6 turns. Oh my God. I found plenty of ways to lose at bronze. Bronze is not easily solvable. Subcommunity of chess, 5D chess has a subcommunity of the Brawn cult. So it does. That's good. That was good. So where are we in the bracket?